Allies are acquiring the boost. An agent needing assistance. The boost has been taken by allies. Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Agent down. Rogue Hive detected. Boost about to activate. Boost now active. Serious trauma detected. Allies are acquiring the boost. Agent down. Agent down. Serious trauma detected. Agent down. Agent vital.
A friendly is claiming the supply drop. The specialization supply drop has been claimed by an ally. No pulling out. Keep fighting. There are no more rogue reinforcements. Eliminate whoever's left.
Boost about to activate. System restored. Boost online. Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. The boost is being taken by allies. Allies have acquired the boost. Rogue fixer drone detected. Rogue defender drone detected. Rogue stinger hive detected. Immediate med. An agent needs assistance. Agent down.
What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now I know my character looks a little bit different, but ever since 11.1 was released, this new mask came out and I had to put it on. I'm a sucker for the skull mask. But shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. So what you just saw was some PvP gameplay of this new build I'm going to show you. And yes, based off of the title, this is a 59 round vector build. Add a little bit of amplified damage, put a little, couple agents on full flag, and watch those fireworks go off. It is a great build to run. I hope you guys enjoyed that gameplay, but let's get into the build breakdown. So here we are. This is going to be your title update 11.1 vector build. So I'm using the Ridgeways Pride chest piece with the Eclipse Protocol backpack and 4 pieces of True Patriot. I'm using that with the Vector as my primary, with the weapon talent Sadist, and I'm also using the FAMAS as my secondary, also with the weapon talent Sadist. Now for my sidearm, I'm just using a double barrel sawed-off. We don't really care about that. But starting off at the top, I am earning the Technician specialization. And you did see in the gameplay that I actually got a kill with this specialization. It was pretty funny. But anyways, I'm using the Technician specialization for mainly one reason. And that's giving me the 1 skill tier for my skills, and also giving me 10% skill damage. So even though I'm running an all red build for the most part, I still have 272k PvP damage with my Seeker Mine. And then I'm also using the Stinger Hive, which PvP damage again, 91k. And that's neither one of these are including the bleed damage. So remember, I am using the Seeker Mine and the Hive to get them on bleed. All of my weapons have the talent Sadist on there, which deals 20% weapon damage to bleeding enemies. So my chest piece, allows my weapons to apply a bleed. My skills allow me to apply a bleed at distance. So say they're a little bit too far from me to proc the chest piece. What I can do is throw out the Seeker Mine, catch them on bleed that way, and then utilize the Sadist talent and the Eclipse Protocol amplified damage. Now, that is the technician specialization for you. Now going to the weapons. Primary is the Vector. This one right here is a Vector 45 ACP. 74.8k on the total damage, 1200 on the RPMs, and a 58 round mag. But remember, if you put one in the chamber, you'll have 59 bullets in your magazine. So for this one, it is God rolled for crit. So I'm maxed at SMG damage, max crit chance, and then max crit damage. What I did is I rolled the talent on here, Sadist. So I get that 20% weapon damage to bleeding enemies. Now remember, using Sadist, I don't have to keep proccing using the chest piece or my skills. After 4 kills, you can apply a bleed immediately with this talent active. Now for the attachments, crit damage for the optic, crit damage for the grip, and crit damage for the muzzle. Going down to the magazine, I'm using the oversized to bump up my magazine size up to that 58-59 round magazine. Now for the secondary, this is the FAMAS. FAMAS 2010 replica. I had to actually craft this one. Now it's at 81.8k total damage with 900 RPMs and a 65 round magazine. So that's another advantage of running True Patriot, is all of my weapons have a bigger magazine size. Now my FAMAS is maxed out at AR damage. However, I'm only at 18% health damage and then 6% crit damage. But I didn't care about any of that. I just wanted the talent Sadist on there with max AR damage and call it a day. If I could go back, I would change both of these weapons to have either damage to targets out of cover or damage to armor. Now looking at the FAMAS attachments, crit chance on the optic, crit chance on the grip, and crit chance for the muzzle. Going to the magazine, I am using the sturdy extended magazine, bumping me up to that 65 to 66 round magazine. And then finally the sidearm double barrel sawed off with Sadist again. This one's at 1.1 million total damage with 15% shotgun damage, 10% damage to armor, and 4.5 rate of fire. And then looking at the build overall, I am running 3 blue core attributes and 3 red core attributes. So this is considered a 3-3 build. Now with that, I do have 1.3 million armor, and my primary base damage for my Vector is at 74.8k. Now looking at this, you can see the 4-piece True Patriot, 1-piece Eclipse Protocol, and then of course the Ridgeways Pride chest piece. Starting off with the mask, this is the True Patriot mask. So getting into the True Patriot gear set bonuses, running 2-piece, I get 30% ammo capacity, 3-piece, 30% magazine size, and then 4-piece is where stuff begins to become a lot fun. So you get 3 different flags. You get a red, a white, and a blue. Every 2 seconds they flip, and every time you shoot an enemy, it applies this buff or debuff. For example, red flag, it amplifies the enemy's damage taken by 8% amplified. So that's great. White, shooting an enemy will repair the agent's armor by 2% for every second. And then for blue, it decreases the enemy's damage they deal to you. So All of these are great in their own way. Red, you get damage. White, you get healing. And blue, you take less damage. Now for full flag, enemies that die under full flag will create a 5-meter explosion. This will deal damage equal to their health and armor. And then it's just insane. So you deal damage to them with all flags up. And when they go down, you will see the fireworks. I believe you saw that in the gameplay. And that's the little explosion that they're talking about, those fireworks. It's pretty cool. Now, as far as the attributes are concerned, this mask, max armor at 170k, crit chance at 5.1, and then crit chance mod at 5.2. Going to the backpack, Eclipse Protocol. Reason why we are using this is because gear sets, the backpacks, and the chest pieces come with active talents. These talents are meant to amplify the gear set bonuses, which for Eclipse Protocol, the gear set bonuses are all around status effects. Therefore, this talent, Symptom Aggravator, is active, and it just so happens to go with our status effect build that we are running right now with the bleed. So, Symptom Aggravator amplifies all damage you deal to status affected targets by 30%. So we're using that with the Ridgeways chest piece, with the Explosion Seeker Mine, and with the Stinger Hive. That way we catch them on bleed, utilize the Sadist talent on our weapons, and also utilize this talent right here for the amplified damage. Now, as far as the attributes are concerned, max weapon damage at 15%, crit damage at 10.3, and then for the mod, crit damage at 11.8. Going to the chest piece, this is the Ridgeways Pride chest piece. The new exotic came in Title Update 11. You can get it by going through the summit, collecting the parts, killing the hunters at floor 100, receiving the quest, and then completing the quest to get the blueprint. Yes, that's a lot to say because you actually have to do a lot to get it. It's quite the grind. Now this one, it's all based around reds. So I have weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage. For the mod slot, I chose more crit chance. Now, the reason why we're using this is for the talent, Bleeding Edge. Shooting an enemy within 15 meters applies a bleed. This also will help armor regeneration, but we're not really using that. That's more PvE type of deal, not really PvP. So what I'm doing is I'm getting within that 15-meter range. I'm shooting them to apply the bleed. I'm doing that for the damage, and it's amazing. Now going to the gloves. True Patriot gloves. 15% weapon damage and 10.5 crit damage. Knee pads. True Patriot. Max armor at 170 and crit chance at 3.5. And finally, True Patriot holster. Max armor again at 170 and 5.2 crit chance. We've already talked about the skills. I'm using the Explosive Seeker Mine. This one deals 272k PvP damage and 9.6k PvP bleed damage. And then the hive I'm using, Stinger Hive, PvP damage of 91.7k and PvP bleed damage just under 9k. Then finish up with the stat sheet. This is for the Vector. So PvP is all we care about. So 24.9k PvP damage. That's with 60% crit chance, 113.7 crit damage, and 51.2 headshot damage. Go to the offensive tab. We are at 55% all weapon damage bonus and 30% SMG damage bonus. So with 3 blues and 3 reds, I still have 85% damage bonus when I'm using my vector. Let's go down to the defensive tab. Just under 1.3 million armor with 295k health. The explosive resistance and hazard protection is due to my watch level, which leads me to my last disclaimer. Remember that these numbers are all in some way manipulated by my watch level. So I am watch level 762. So in certain areas, you might see higher numbers if you're a higher watch level, and you might see some lower numbers if you are a lower watch level. So just be mindful of that. But overall, I am using Vector with Sadist. I'm utilizing that with the Ridgeways Pride chest piece and the Eclipse Protocol backpack. I'm using True Patriot to not only give me more amplified damage, but also it gives me more rounds in my magazine, because this Vector has 59 rounds in each magazine. That will trump any Lady Death any time of the day. I'm telling you. Go and rewatch the gameplay. It's pretty wicked. But alright, don't want to keep you guys here too long. I am Kamikazevondoom. Let me know what you guys think of my title update 11.1 Vector build. Little True Patriot and Ridgeways Pride action. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.